Are you gonna tell me where you went? All the messages I sent with no reply. It's like that. You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one. 'Cause you are the only one. The only one. 'Cause you are the only one. The only one.
Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. Today is Monday. I'm getting the vlog started on Monday. I've noticed that my vlog schedule kind of coincides with my going into the office schedule, so I go in like every other day. So last week I was in 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I vlogged on like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So this week I'll probably be vlogging Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I will be going into the office tomorrow. There's not really much point me going. Social distancing is going to be starting for real soon. One by one, everything is shutting down, and having such uncertainty is bad for business. I have pretty much nothing to do tomorrow. I anticipate I'm going to be there for about an hour and then I will be back home. I am working on the April candle release. You will probably see the candles for the April release in this vlog. I have the fragrance oils. I'm just wondering what to do about the designs on them. I want to try some stuff out, but I'm kind of low on wax, so I don't want to waste too much wax trying out designs, but I think I'm going to get on with making those tomorrow when I do get back from the office. Today I have been having a little bit of a lazy-ish day because I did work both days of the weekend, so I've pretty much been editing all day. I've edited an unboxing that will be going up a little bit later on, and then I'm very nearly done with my vlog. I just have to edit my footage from Sunday. Last week's vlog was so short. I'm hoping that I do a little bit better at vlogging this week. With so much uncertainty going on out there, it's making me a little weird. I'm behaving a little bit strangely. I don't feel right, but I don't like uncertainty. I like routine. I like everything to be as it should. So that is kind of disrupting my balance. I'm not very zen right now. Also not reading very much. I don't want to read a lot. I want to play World of Warcraft. I'm going to be carrying on with my almost daily stream this week. Pretty much I've been doing the questing elements of World of Warcraft kind of by myself, and then I've been hopping on stream and doing some dungeons with a friend. I just want to play World of Warcraft and I don't really want to read very much. However, I do still have 2 Bookopoly books to tackle, and I believe I have 9 days. I have all of this week and then Monday, Tuesday of next week. So the book that I'm currently reading is All the Stars and Teeth. I need to be reading 115 pages per day to finish my Bookopoly TBR by the end of the month, and normally I don't actually mind too much if I run over a little bit, but the owls start on the 1st of April, so I kind of want a clear TBR. So I should have this finished in 3 days. This should be finished by Wednesday if I do manage to do my 115 pages per day. This is on my Bookopoly TBR to read the book that I most recently acquired, and this is not grabbing my attention so far. I'm on page 80. It's a young adult fantasy that follows a princess who's called Amora. See, I don't even know her name. She's called Amora, and she is about to become the queen of a series of islands. Now this is reminding me a lot of The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Davis, I believe it was, which is a book that I read not long ago and gave 2 stars, which is probably why I'm feeling a little bit iffy about this so far. But she is the queen of all of these islands, and a long time ago in the lore of this world there was a beast that rose up and destroyed everybody who was practicing more than one type of magic. So her ancestor vanquished the beast by telling the beast that they could convince everybody that they should only practice one magic, and if they managed to do that, then the beast would have to give her ancestor the gift of soul magic, or the burden of soul magic, I guess, and that would be how they kept the balance and stopped everything from going crazy. This story starts off on the eve of her birthday. I'm not even sure it says which birthday it is, so I have no idea how old she is, but she is about to demonstrate her mastery over soul magic, and by doing that it will prove that she is fit to rule this entire kingdom. However, there does seem to be some issues in the politics of this world, and a lot of the islanders are not happy with how that, I want to say kingdom, but because it's a series of islands it just doesn't feel right, you know? A lot of the people aren't aren't happy with how everything's being run, and they have actually started to fear the magic of their rulers. And the magic in this is weird. She can sense people's souls, so sense whether their soul is corrupt, and she also has a physical manifestation of that power where she has the ability to kill them. So essentially her demonstration goes horribly wrong, and she escapes on a ship that is captained by a pirate, and I believe that there is also supposed to be a stowaway and a mermaid in here. I think I know who the stowaway may be. Don't like him very much, but there's no mermaid yet. But that is supposed to be her crew as she goes on this quest to eventually go back, claim the throne, and reclaim the trust of her people. So I'm like, yeah, I'm 80 pages in. I like the pirate character. He's cool, but he's also one of my favorite character archetypes. He's a lot like Stormhund, which is obviously why I'm liking him, but that is obviously a pirate character that has definitely been done before. So we will see how I feel about this one. Like I said, it should be 3 days including today, so hopefully I will finish it by Wednesday, and then I will move on to my last Bookopoly book, which I believe is this brick that you can see right here. It's 700 pages, and I've left it until right at the end of the month, so that is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. So I'm hoping that my vlog is going to be a little bit more exciting this week. I'm hoping my life is gonna be a little bit more exciting this week. Not really sure what I've got planned. I pretty much, I don't want to do exciting things actually, like I can't lie. I want to continue my rewatch of Buffy and Angel. We're like midway through season 4 of Buffy and season 1 of Angel. So I want to carry on binging TV. I want to carry on leveling up my rogue on World of Warcraft. I want to read some damn books, and I want to curl into a ball and sleep. That's all I want to do this week. Let's see what I actually managed to accomplish.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Because the critical thing you must do to stop the disease spreading between households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes.
Hey guys, welcome to the first official day of lockdown in the United Kingdom. I've actually been out today. I went into the office, but like work is so dead that I got there at around 12 and I was home before 3. It's now like 3:30. I'm just settling down to read a few chapters of All the Stars and Teeth because I failed at reading my section for yesterday because I was streaming World of Warcraft. I do actually have a stream tonight. I'm joining Rachel's Butchered Birthday Live. Don't know what we're actually doing. I don't know if it's a reading or I know she's doing a Q&A. I don't know, but she invited me to that, so I'll be heading over there. And I do also have a live show on Chandler Ainsley's channel. I'm dropping in for 20 minutes on there on Friday evening. It'll be quite late for me, but it starts 6 p.m. Central Time. But Disney Plus launched in the UK today, so I think my plan for now is to read around 50 pages of this now, get on with packing some candle orders. I've kind of packed them all, put them all in a stack over there, and then I need to package them properly and send them all out, and then I will be ready to proceed with the release that I'm hoping is going to be up for Friday. So while I'm packing orders, I may watch some Disney Plus. I'm so happy. They've got some movies in the nostalgic section that I watched when I was a kid. They're really old. They're probably like 70s, 80s maybe, and I just absolutely love them. They might actually predate the 70s and 80s. They're things like the Witch Mountain movies, the original ones, and That Darn Cat, and one about a lot of dachshunds that I don't remember the name of now, but those are ones that I watched when I was a kid and I haven't watched in years, so I kind of want to watch some of that old stuff. So I'm gonna get on with my social distancing or isolation or whatever it is that we're doing now. Probably still social distancing. And yeah, I'll let you know if I have any thoughts about this or if I finish it. I need to finish this by tomorrow, so let's hope that I can actually read something. No, my mate. I'm just crying my way through Moana. Like most of the entire end of this. I'm just crying. What's wrong with me? actually have a couple of things to tell you today. Who'd have thunk it? So the first is that I have the April candle release here to show you guys. I have 3 new candles. That is all in this release. The theme for this release is like reader things. It's not a book, it's not a series. It is kind of in the same vein as the Just One More Chapter candle that I do. And yeah, I'll show you what we've got and I hope you enjoy them. So the first one we have is Go Away, I'm Reading. The scent in this one is lavender, lilac, warm woods and vanilla. I've done a little bit better with the colours on this release. This one is going to be more purple. It's going to be like a lilac-y colour. The reason that this is slightly not the right colour is because I made this a couple of months ago to release, but my supplier ran out of the fragrance that I use in it. So I held it back for another release, and now that I've made the other 2 that are going with this release, I kind of want this one to match. So next up we have Trio Shelf. This one is raspberry, candy floss, strawberry, licorice and caramel. I kind of went with the theme of sweet treats for this one because this one is Go Away, I'm Reading. I went with like a soothing one, which is why it's lavender. And also photo credit is Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. She provided the photo for this label, so thank you very much. The photo on this one is my shelves. So yeah, with this one I went for like sweet treats. This is a super sweet one. This smells so good. I think it is my favorite, although actually I really like the next one as well, but I think this one's my favorite. This one's just like, it's just good. It's sweet and it's good, but it's not like overpowering sickly sweet vanilla. Oh, but God, does it smell good. I've switched things up a little bit with this release and we have marble tops as opposed to glitter. I kind of like to keep my candles individual. I want them all to stand out from each other a little bit. So I've done a lot of glitter recently, so I decided to go for marbling on this release. And then the last one is I like big books and I cannot lie. This one is orange, lime, chocolate, patchouli and vanilla. So once again, a very sweet one, and this one is a little bit chocolatey. Oh, she good. This one is a pale yellow color. Once again, we have a little bit of a marbled top on here. Oh, I did really well picking the fragrances for this release. I really, really love it. These 3 are going to be added to my shop tomorrow. By the time you're watching this video, they will already be there. My website is graceandhoneyuk.net. I have like, I'm gonna say around 50 candles on there now. And there is also a discount code in my description box for my subscribers if you guys would like to grab any. And honestly, your support really means a lot right now. Times are tough. So my other news is that I finally finished All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. I don't know what to say about this book. Up until I was past page 200, I was still feeling super ambivalent about this book. I would have DNF'd it if I did generally DNF books. I don't like to, because I don't like to say I don't like a book or I don't recommend a book if I haven't read the whole thing. That's just me, it's personal taste. I don't really mind if people DNF. But this was on my Bookopoly TBR to read the book I'd most recently acquired. And expanding on what I said the other day, the main plot of this book is Amora traveling around the kingdom with this crew to try and figure out what the deal is, what the threat is to her kingdom, and vanquish it. So the first 200 pages of this, I was just really not feeling it. I couldn't get into it. The writing is good. It's not the best writing, but I don't think it's particularly bad. So the writing's like okay. I like 2 of the 4 main characters in this cast. I like Bastion, who is the pirate character, and I think she's called Vatea, who is the mermaid character. Didn't really feel much for Amora until after the page 250 mark, and then I started to get into her. And I don't really like, is he called Ferric? Why can't I remember his name? Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of Ferric either. A couple of the plot twists in this were quite predictable. There's 2 plot twists surrounding 1 character. One of them, I pretty much guessed what it was. I didn't get it quite right. Like, I was definitely in the right direction. It was just the details that I got a little bit wrong. And one of them I definitely got. However, there was a plot twist towards the end of this that I didn't see coming, and that was a nice surprise. I gave this 3 stars overall. The ending definitely saved it. The last 150 pages definitely saved it. I didn't like the ending though. Like the epilogue I thought was kind of weak. The plot, I said earlier in the week it's giving me Moana vibes, and definitely in the setting. We have a series of islands, it's mainly on sea. A little bit in the plot, I actually watched Moana yesterday the whole way through. I'd only seen half of it before. Definitely the plot is kind of similar to Moana. We do have this found friendship group, but like I said, I do only like half of them, and I felt like a lot of it was rushed. We had a moment of insta-love. There's a little bit of insta-love in here. I like the romance. I like the dynamics between the 2 characters that the romance is with, but there was a point of insta-love I didn't really appreciate, and then I'm not sure I liked the kind of very final plot twist. I didn't see it coming, but I didn't like it. So 3 stars, because I did enjoy the last 150 pages of this, but everything kind of leading up to that was a little bit hazy. I don't think the world building was done particularly well. The plot was kind of average. But yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend this or not, because I like elements of it, but I also I was kind of bored reading most of this, to be fair. It should not have taken me 5 days to read this small book. So now I've finished All the Stars and Teeth. I did leave the book that I'm starting over there, so I will just go grab that. So the final book that I will be reading this month, I don't think I'm going to finish it. Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks. Elliot Brooks is a predominantly adult fantasy booktuber who I really love, and I don't normally buy booktuber books or YouTuber books. This one was sent to me by Rachel for my birthday last year, I think, from Rachael Marie's book journey. So thank you very much, Rachel, for this. I'm glad that I'm finally reading it. It is 700, please tell me it's 700 and not 8. Yeah, it's 700 pages long, and I don't really know anything about it aside from that it is an adult epic fantasy told in multiple perspectives. The only reason that I have this book, with it being a booktuber YouTuber book, is that 1, I really like Elliot and her channel. 2, I know that she reads a lot of high fantasy, so I kind of trust her to know her stuff. I've heard that this is really good. I will admit that some of those reviews have come from Elliot's friends, but there are a lot of reviews just from the wider booktube population that I've seen reviews of this, and they were all pretty good. So I am excited to get into this. I really hope I love this, because I love Elliot, and if I don't like it, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is her debut novel to start off with, so I will allow a little bit of leeway in the debut author thing. But yeah, I hope I love this one. I am buddy reading it with Christy. Christy has already started. I think she's like 200, 300 pages in, and I am now playing catch up. So yeah, wish me luck on this one, because I need to read more than 100 pages a day to have it finished by the end of the month. Normally I wouldn't be too bothered about definitely finishing it by the end of the month, but it is the Owls Magical Readathon, and I want all 12 owls. So we'll see how this one goes, and I will check in with you guys maybe tomorrow if I've read a substantial chunk, but definitely later in the week to let you know how I feel about this one.
You know that it's killing me. Why do you always leave? It's not right. We don't fight, but I know what you've been through.
Hi guys, I'm Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing my April TBR for the Owls Readathon.
Hey, it is Saturday afternoon now. I've been up since 6 AM, it's now midday. I have just finished filming my Bookopoly TBR. Don't want to spoil it for you guys, although it is up. You should have seen it by now. I will link it up here if you haven't though. But this stack here is my April TBR. So I'm doomed to failure from the start, to be fair. But I woke up at 6 o'clock. I woke up just randomly, and I thought, you know what? Today is the day I get to find out what my Owls TBR is. So I got out of bed. I've been awake for 6 hours already. I've just actually filmed my TBR, and honestly, I hope that video pulls together in editing, because it was a hot mess. I filmed at like the worst time of day, where the sun was coming in and out of the clouds, like directly into my eyes. So the white balance kept flickering on and off. So eventually I closed the curtain. So halfway through the video it's like just completely different lighting. I did actually debate scrapping the entire thing and just starting again, but I decided to go with it. I went with it, and we'll see what comes out at the end of it. Oh, I don't have my nose ring in. Oh no. I am currently taking part in the Bookie Trials Royal Weekender. My book for that is Peace and Turmoil, because it's the only book I need to read this month, and I do need to read this. This is my final book on my March Bookopoly TBR, and I absolutely 100% cannot carry this through to April. She a chunky one. I'm already 250 pages of the way through, so I have 450 pages left. Honestly, don't think that I'm gonna get this done this weekend, but I wanted to support Rachel. I am still gonna try. It's just very unlikely, but I wanted to support Rachel, so I am still participating. I'm a mage in the Bookie Trials. Fun fact, those of you who were around when the main Bookie Trials was on last year, I was the Marquess of Magi, as I'm sure you remember. I'm actually jumping ship for the next main readathon in July. I'm going to be an outlaw, but for the Royal Weekender I did go with mage, just because this book hits all of the prompts. I believe my prompts are to read a book with purple on on the cover, to explore a new world. I can't remember what the other one is, but I know that this one definitely fits. And then I have a prompt that isn't book related, which is to watch a favorite booktuber, and I did actually watch Ashley's Owl's Magical Readathon TBR earlier, so that is done. I may actually do the scavenger hunt that's been posted on Twitter, maybe now actually, and then I'm gonna go and get some food and read a little bit more of this. I haven't really told you anything about this yet. I will either come back later today and do it, or let you know tomorrow, just because I am tired now. It took a long time to film that Bookopoly TBR. I nearly said Book Junkie Trials. That's not what this is. It took me a long time to film Bookopoly, and I got quite stressed out about the lighting, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I supposed to stay awake all day? I've really fucked this up. But I'm gonna go make myself jacket potato, maybe do the scavenger hunt, maybe not. Read some of my book, make some candles, edit a video, do a live stream, get some sleep. I'll see you later.
I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one.
Okay, so I did the scavenger hunt. We have the hardest one was the mask, and there was like literally just a mask like here. So we have a mask, gold, water, a key, a book. This one I was walking around shouting what kind of book would have a book on it, and I found books here, but that one was a struggle. Then we have a book with an arrow, a boat, a mythical creature, a feather, fruit. That one confused me for a little while, but I got there. A shoe, a crown, a door, which is right there, a throne, and a sword. I like these two because that one's called One Dark Throne, so it has the word throne on it, but the picture is a sword, and this one has a throne on it and he is also holding a sword. So yeah, there's my Royal Weekender scavenger hunt, all done. Mission accomplished. Now it's time for a jacket potato. Hey guys, so my ring light keeps spinning around. It's really annoying. See if I can move it a bit because I don't need it as tucked in as usual. Cool. Okay, we're a little bit wonky, but we'll do. So I am here because it is Sunday evening. It is 11 p.m, so I'm here to wrap up this vlog. But before I do that, I guess that I had best tell you a little bit about Peace and Turmoil by Elliot Brooks. So I'm a little bit dolled up for a Sunday evening. I do have a live show on Chandler from Chandler Ainsley's channel in about 45 minutes. I told you guys earlier in the week it was on Friday. It's totally not, it's tonight. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't really know what we're doing aside from book recommendations, but you know, I'm sure we'll be fine. So Peace and Turmoil. This is an adult epic high fantasy. It is told in multiple perspectives. We have 3 main characters, 4 main characters actually, and they are all across different parts of this kingdom, and they all have their own motivations. As with most adult epic fantasies, it is a little bit hard to describe the plot of this concisely. I am currently 414 pages into this now. I've waited this long so that I can try and summarize it for you guys, but honestly, I still feel like I'm gonna struggle. So this is a world where we have fiends, and fiends are beasts that attack humans. Now, our 4 main characters, we have Dietrich, or I want to call him Dietrich, who is an assassin prince, and he is the prince of a country that was formerly enslaved. Oh, my battery's flashing, no. Okay, let's try again. So Dietrich, my book. Oh, I'm having bad times here, guys. Dietrich is the assassin prince of a country that was formerly enslaved by a neighboring country. Now, his father led a rebellion that freed their country. The problem that they're having now is that Dietrich's mother is very ill, and he knows, and his brother knows, that if their mother is to die, then their father will be weakened, and neither of them are actually ready to take the throne. So because of this, Dietrich is on his way to a masquerade ball in the Western Kingdoms to see a princess. Now, the princess is one of our main characters, and she is Guinevere. She is the heir to this particular Western Kingdom, and she is in love with the prince of another Western Kingdom. However, her and the other prince, who is our 3rd main character, Roland, cannot be together because they are both guardians of these mysterious artifacts. Now, these artifacts were created a long time ago. There are 4 in total, but only 2 exist. fixed at the moment. I am doubting that a little bit because I feel like the significance of there being 4 of them is actually going to be relevant later on, but at the moment there are 2. Guinevere has the amulets. The amulet has the ability to nullify any other magic, and Roland has the dagger, which grants immortality. So the reason that those 2 can't be together is that if they were together ruling as king and queen of any particular kingdom, they would be more susceptible to fall, and that would mean that whoever conquered them would have both artifacts in their possession. So those 2 are in love, but Guinevere has to find a husband because her father has ordered it, and she doesn't really want to do that. Her and Roland have kind of accepted their fates, but whatever. Now, Roland is in a very strange position where his brother was actually supposed to be the heir. However, his brother was engaged to the daughter of one of the main antagonists in this plot, and there is like a big thing between those 2 kingdoms. A long time ago, their ancestors had a king who had a wife. The wife had a child. He then took a second wife. The second wife had a child, and he decided to give the kingdom to, I think it was the younger one, even though they were born, I think, at around the same time. And so in this kingdom, there are 2 kind of parties. There's the people who believe that the child that got the kingdom should have been the heir, and they are like the normal citizens. And then there are the people called the Victorians who believe that Victoria's child should have been the heir. And essentially, Roland's brother fell in love and was engaged to be married to the daughter of the leader of the Victorians. And so that the crown would then not fall to a Victorian, Roland's father gave him the dagger. So those 2 can no longer be together. We also have a 4th main character. I won't tell you too much about her because she does only enter the story around 200 pages in. She is called Zodia. She has visions that show her the future, and she lives on a distant isle that's like separated from the rest of the world, and she has headed to the mainland because she has had a vision that something is about to happen that will cause war among the people and shatter the peace. I guess that's the best plot that I can give you. It doesn't really have a solid plotline. I still don't really understand the plot. I understand all the characters' motivations. I know why each character is doing what they're doing. We do also have perspectives from different side characters as well, like a couple of the kings and just various people, but that is the best I can do. Plot-wise, we have 4 kind of main characters, different motivations. Some of them have already come together, but they are all scattered across this world, and their fates interweave essentially. As for my thoughts on this, the writing is... This book, this is actually an ARC copy, which I discovered because Elliot actually DM'd me on Instagram and said that I've ended up with an ARC copy. I did see her post about it a while ago. Something happened with the distribution, and a whole ton of people who actually bought the book got ARC copies. So I can't really be too critical having an ARC copy because some of these things could have been fixed afterwards. But there is a case in this book of the wrong words being used in the wrong context. And now I'm not going to give direct examples because this is an ARC. Like I said, it could have been fixed. It does happen on numerous occasions throughout the book, and my thoughts on that is not that Elliot is a bad writer, because I actually really love her writing style. It is that this could have done with more editing or a better editor. I don't know the editing circumstances of this with it being self-published. I don't know whether Elliot did it herself. I don't know whether she paid somebody to do it, but the editing, I would say, could have been done better. Aside from that, I love her writing style. This story is very compelling. It is not very dense. I'm flying through this. Like I said, I'm on page 412 already. I've read most of that this weekend. I really love her characters, especially Dietrich. I'm gonna say Dietrich. I do really like Roland, although with the events that have gone on so far, he's a little bit removed from that at the moment. And I do like Zodia. Guinevere, actually no, Guinevere's had some badass moments, so I do like her as well. So I really love the characters. I'm really enjoying the flow of the story. I think Elliot writes characters well. I think that she writes action scenes well. The world could probably be built a little bit better because I am a little bit confused still about some of the things that are going on here. But at the beginning of every chapter, we do have little kind of accounts. For example, this is the chapter that I'm up to. You can't even see because glare. But here at the bottom of the page, there is just a little account. This one in particular is from the journal of Joel Al-Murtag, and it just has little bits like that at the beginning of every single chapter that gives you a little bit of an insight into the world. Now, some people will probably say that's lazy world building. I actually quite like it because it's like a mixed media element. There are also drawings in here that Elliot has done herself, which I like. I'll just find, I believe that is our dear friend Dietrich. You also have, which is really helpful, at the beginning of each chapter it shows you here a section of the world map so that you know where each character is at any given moment, which is just really easy. Now, traditionally authors would do this via text, and world building can be quite seamless in that way, where you just kind of know where everyone is and what's going on, but I do think that they aid the story and I do like them. Overall, I'm enjoying the flow of this. I think I'm going to be rating this probably not 5 stars. It will probably be 4 stars. Obviously, because I use Corpile, I can't say for sure without putting numbers in. It depends what numbers I put in at the end, but I'm feeling like 3-4 stars at the moment. I did not think that I would be able to read this book so quickly. I'm super absorbed, love all of the characters. This is really good. I'm actually participating in the Royal Weekender. I watched some of the sprints. I watched the one that Rach did with Gavin earlier today, and I watched a little bit of the one that she just did, like the closing ceremony with Madison Mary. So I've had a great time doing that. Didn't finish the book, to be honest. Did not think I would. It was 700 pages and I was like on page 50 when the readathon started, but I've read like 350, nearly 400 pages. So I'm considering it a success anyway, because if I wasn't participating in the readathon, I wouldn't have been prioritizing reading this and I would not be this far in. So I think my aim for the evening is to get to page 500. That will leave me with 200 pages for the last 2 days of the month, and I will actually finish this book. I'm so shocked. I honestly, like, I really did not think that I would finish this month, but with my Bookopoly TBR, like, I have to. There is no way that I can carry that book forward into April. So yeah, I'm glad at the progress I've made. But that is it for this week's vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a little bit of a weird one in terms of me remembering what I've actually filmed, but we'll see what we've got when we're in editing. But I'm gonna go and get ready for that live show now. I hope you have enjoyed this vlog if you've made it this far. If you have, please don't forget to like if you liked it and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you'll go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.